Aryetheking, and recently the good crackers, the good folks at Walmart have come under fire because of this right here. Special Juneteenth ice cream. Now, this is problematic because we all know, or should know, that Juneteenth highlights and celebrates the emancipation and the freeing of black people, black slaves in America. So, a white owned company profited off that is obviously problematic. I haven't heard anything from them saying they're going to give money to the NAACP or HBCUs. None of that. But don't worry, number one, because ain't nobody about to buy this, because we all know great value ice cream tastes like frozen Mylanta and poverty. But rather than just keep getting on them, I'm going to actually highlight a black creamery. This is Creamalicious, based out of Cincinnati and founded by Chef Liz Rogers. They ship nationwide and they're 100% black owned.
I'm on the come up, jump up, I pick my gun up. Joe Jackson with trap.
Yo, we want to welcome everybody to the Geek Salad Podcast. I am Aryetheking. That is GEETHEBEARDED1. And today we are joined by Benni the Butcher. Look, Benni, it's Benni the Butcher. You're not Beni Latham no more. You Benni the Butcher. Just embrace it.
Benny and the Jets. That's like my claim to fame.
No, that's too tame, fam. That's too tame.
I can't be Benny Siegel.
She be killing these voice acting roles. A very, very dope voice actor and actress, Beni Latham. Benni! Welcome to the show. Appreciate
That's right. Appreciate me. Big fan, long time, first time.
There we go.
Yo, G, what's first on the topics list?
All right. So last night we had a IG live where we talked about the corniest of Russell Wilson. For those that don't know, he's a very accomplished football quarterback, married to Sierra. You know, people give him flack because he's deemed corny. But we want to ask everybody here today, like, what's the most corniest thing or action you have done to where you won't tell nobody until today?
Okay, so I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about what that corniest thing I've ever done is. But one corny thing about me, because we all got some corny shit. It was funny because I put the post up about Russ and him doing like corny stuff. And for the record, we're talking about corny personality wise, not corny as far as, you know, being a good father and taking care of responsibility. That stuff is cool. That's not corny. That's great. But we're talking about just doing, you know, random corny stuff like laughing at dad jokes, but really laughing at them because it's funny, not laughing ironically, stuff like that. So me, corniest thing that I do on a regular is probably watch Frasier. Like I watch Frasier. I have seen every episode of Frasier at least 3 times over. At least 3 times. They just roast each other. All they do is roast each other, but it'd be like intelligent jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit you couldn't say at the lunch table. They'd be like, nigga, what are you talking about? But that's me. That's the thing I do. I watch Frasier.
Listen, man, Frasier is like one of those one of the most intellectual funny shows where it's like, do I really get what they're saying? It sounds funny, but do I really get it? You know what I'm saying? And I can't really get into Frasier. But what I do is my lady, she's a entrepreneur and she sells like fitness apparel, right? So every time she sends them one of those like mass texts, it's like, you know, like, hey, you know, come to my website, you know, it's like half off, whatever. So if I'm working, I'll go on break and I record myself like doing like a fake commercial for her. So I put my phone in the room without her looking, right? And then I play the recording. And then she's like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, girl, I'm trying to show you, you know, you the shit. Or also, whenever I do get a text, right, I come in the room out of nowhere and I just start like crumping. You know what I'm saying? And just talk about her text, whatever. So that's my thing right there, man.
Hilarious.
You guys sound so cool compared to me.
Come with it, Benny. Come on with it.
I am corniness personified, and I stand in my truth.
Hey, live in it.
I am a cornball, and I give zero you know what because I'm grown, and I can do that. I mean, I've done all kinds of corny, goofy stuff. More goofy than corny, I guess, but I mean, they're hand in hand. Corniest thing I've ever done for a dude was bake cookies for him and like bring them to his job.
That's not corny. That's sweet.
I mean, but depending on who you talk to, like all these bad bitches out here be like, bitch,
Then you bring cookies
to I ain't making nothing for that nigga.
Right,
that nigga
but
need
I'm
to be
up
bringing
there
me
with
cookies.
like oatmeal raisin and chocolate chip, like Mrs. Freaking Fields or somebody like, hey, I got you a thing. I just wanted to say that
how
you're
very
the
Jane
best,
Brady
I
of you.
love
That's
very much.
Wow.
Another thing I do a lot, and this is it stems from being nervous and having anxiety, but then it just sort of integrated it into my personality.
Yeah.
I sing or like I'll just like sing random stuff or sing what I'm doing to like narrate. Like I'll be in the kitchen making some coffee, like my own little Greek chorus.
I think we've all done that though. Gee, you ain't never narrated your day. Just
but
like
I do it out
narrate.
loud and in public.
Wow.
Like I will be in Target. Like,
yeah, never mind.
I can't find no candles, so they ran out my favorite drawers. Just like random.
People's like, oh my god.
Yeah, and I'll forget because I shop with earphones in because I don't like the music they play. Yeah. So I'll just and I won't sing any of the songs I'm listening to. I'll just be like, gonna get some grits now, gonna make some shrimp and grits, just goofy stuff, and
Fam, I did that when I was like 9 before. So I got an older sister. She's like maybe like 7 years older than me. So she's 16. I'm 9. Mm-hmm. We had like Shoney's with my mom in the morning, right? And I was that kid that would do stuff like that. So I'm up at the buffet getting like some potatoes and getting some bacon. And I'm like, oh, now we have some bacon. Oh, we about to go get some eggs, nigga. And I'm doing this, but I'm doing it out loud. And my older sister's like, oh my God, Ma, he's doing it again. It's so embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in my own world. I don't even see y'all. You know what I'm saying?
That's me. And don't let me be out in public with a significant other, because God help him. He's going to have to have the patience of Job. Because I will do some goofy shit in public. Excuse my link. Am I allowed to say profanity?
Yes.
Okay.
You cannot say, you can't say shit. You can't say fuck. You can't say bitch. You can say biatch, no bitch. Can't say ass.
Curses.
Definitely can't say
again.
Gosh, Willikers.
Thou hast befelled my fair plans, you evil fiend, you dastardly. Classic
you peasant.
Day. You peasant. You diseased rhinoceros pizzle. I stole that from Coming to America.
Yep.
Oh, we know. Oh, we know where you go.
We know. We know. You know what? There is another way that I embarrass my family whenever we go out to eat, right? Okay. Always give the waiter a name of a celebrity. So like, all right, so who's the table for? Kanye West. So imagine, Friday night is packed. Table for 448, Kanye West. So I look around, right, to see if anybody's like, oh shit, Kanye West up now. I'm like, oh, that's us, y'all. Get up and just go off to the table. So
that's kind of awesome. I just don't have the courage to do that.
Oh man, weird. I love it.
I'll sing a whole Broadway number in the middle of Target, top of my lungs, but I won't do something like that. Go figure.
Yo, my shit is going to like CGI Fridays, and like anytime I'm there with my homeboys, I always tell the waitress that it's his birthday. You know what I'm saying?
That guy.
I'm that dude. I'm getting up. I do it every single time. I don't know how he doesn't catch up. And I go in the back. Look, it's my boy's birthday. I just want y'all to sing to him, give him a little ice cream treat. Blah blah blah. Okay. So like 30 minutes later, all you hear is people like, oh no, you be so embarrassed. I just be laughing and recording that shit, man. It's hilarious, man. One time he pulled out his ID. He was like, yo, it's not my birthday. He showed them his ID just to prove that it wasn't his birthday. They was like, look, we committed. You know what I'm saying? We in the middle of it. We just gonna finish it. I was like, this is great.
I don't know. I've had that happen before, and I just went along with it. But still,
just get your free ice cream.
Right.
Cringe,
enjoy it. You're not stealing.
Cringe. I don't like attention.
Oh, really?
When it comes to stuff, not that kind of attention.
Okay.
But you're an actress though, so you gotta.
No, I don't gotta nothing. When they say action and there's a check attached, then yes. When there is no check attached, I go back to my regularly scheduled program of being weird and anonymous.
Okay. Until
I'm famous, and then I'll just be weird in private. but you know.
You know what? Question for you then. Who are some of
Yes.
your favorite weird actors? There's some out there.
Oh, it's a lot.
Weird voice actor or on camera?
Period.
Uh, the coolest, weirdest voice actor to me is Jess Harnell. He has this big curly hair. He's the voice of Wacko Warner from
Okay.
Animaniacs.
Oh, word. Okay.
He's
Okay.
also the voice of Brer Rabbit. Have either of you ever been to Disneyland?
Nah.
Ever?
Mm-mm.
Nah, man.
Have you
I'm for
heard of the ride Splash Mountain?
Heard
Heard
about
of
it.
it?
Yeah.
He's the voice of one of the characters in the ride. And then he's done a
Okay.
whole bunch of other stuff. He has this insane career. I met him once. He's this very flashy, flamboyant guy with this huge, curly, like Slash, the guitar player, like big hair. And I just
Mhm.
remember marveling at it, like, oh my God, it has a mind of its own. It was just, but
Did you
yeah, man,
fangirl for a minute? Was you
I
like
sure as hell did.
fangirl
No
for a minute?
shame.
I love
No
it. Oh my
shame.
God, his
I
hair.
met E.G.
Love his
Daily.
hair.
I met Mindy Sterling. Total fangirl without being embarrassing. Like I was just like, I'm a huge fan of your work. I admire your body of work. I just wanted to tell you that. Like very, I try to treat it like they're colleagues, but then I go in the car and be like, oh my God, that was Wacko Water. Like I'll do that in the car, but never.
Think
in
about this guy,
public.
right?
Uh-oh. We are sharing a screen. Yes! Jess
Oh.
Harnell!
His hair
Look at
is
his
marvelous.
hair.
It's
Isn't
marvelous.
it luxurious? It's like mermaid hair.
Yeah.
It's magical.
That's like Fabio God level right there, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like Jess Harnell's hair is gold.
Respect.
I don't care what nobody says. Like that's that Remy Yaki Malaysian, Cambodian, Balinese.
That ain't no
Tracks
lace
on
front.
tracks.
That's all
I'm
real.
just kidding. Jess, if you're watching, I love your hair and I love your work. But
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy got like legit inches, and I mean look at it. It's fire. I don't know about that trucker hat situation. Not my.
Is that the same dude?
It's the same.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's
Hey
it.
man, everybody got bad angles. Don't judge.
Yeah. You know. He might have
Everybody
had,
got bad angles.
a long
Give me
night.
your favorite finest of whatever, finest of the fine. Like Chloe Bailey, Lord have mercy, Jesus. That woman is gorgeous.
Oh yes.
She
This
is
is definitely
grown
true.
before our very eyes.
I think she's like probably this generation's Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Like she's slowly evolving into that type of an artist. Slowly. She ain't there yet, but she's slowly getting there.
She's doing it her way,
talented,
and I can respect that. And
She's talented.
props to B for helping this young woman cultivate her identity and guiding her career. I think it's very noble, and it's it's a good sign of her taking people like that under her wing, especially people that are like legit talented. Like all sexiness aside, she's a genuinely talented musician.
Oh, for sure.
Like legit.
Mm-hmm.
Who happens to be thick as hell and got them clappers. So
where that booty come
Got
from?
some
Though?
clappers.
I don't know where that.
it came from.
I was waiting for one of y'all to say it because it was the elephant that was in the room.
I'll say it because I mean I'm not gonna do any. I'm one of those people. I will lean against the fence. I won't hop it if that makes any sense at all.
Gotcha.
I'll just look over and go, that looks great. Yes.
That's
That's
not bad.
But I'm not. I don't have the courage to hop the fence because it's just not really my thing. But far be it for me to deny a gorgeous person. There's too many people in this world, on this planet, for me to be like, I'm the only fine one.
Right.
I'm one of many.
Listen, my lady loves her to the point where I'm thinking, is she in love with Chloe Bailey? I mean, it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? Is she developing a thing for her? Like, I can't compete with that. You know what I'm saying?
A girl crush. That's one of the benefits of being a woman, I guess. We're allowed to have those type of, I won't say feelings, but admiration without being judged too harshly. Like I can say, oh my God, that woman is sexy as hell. My God, look at them cakes. I could do that all day. And nobody would really read me too hard for being perverted. But if any of y'all say, y'all nasty. Y'all always talking about ass.
Listen, it is.
Meanwhile, me, I'm like, dude, cakes though.
I live in my truth. I'm a man through and through, and I like what Ben said to like. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Oh. It's funny though because I forgot what I was gonna say. G, go ahead and say what you was gonna say. I don't even
Ran
know.
out of
Prime
gas,
example,
That's
right?
it.
At the
Ran out of
at the
steam.
Dream Youth Festival, right? There was
Yeah.
not Dreamville.
some ladies out there wearing some
My eyes.
straight up two pieces out there, thongs out there, right? So, I'm trying my best to stay faithful to my lady. Whenever I see something out of the corner of my eye, I look this way. But then she goes, baby, look at that girl's cheeks right there. I'll be like, she got cheeks. And then I will proceed to look at her. I'm like, you was not going to catch me and some misogyny with my eyes right now. Not going to do it.
I feel like you got a 1 second grace period. I feel like it's not disrespectful.
I do a
It
look
depends
in my
on the
eye.
tone, and it depends on how you look. Cause I look at people all the time. I stay like, oh my God, them cheeks are old girl got some heavy, whatever. I'm a fan of ass. I think a nice, well-formed tush is great.
It's cool.
I'm a fan. Man, woman, doesn't matter. If the cakes are there, I'm gonna, come up to the
Benny
counter and
is here
ask
for
for a
the
slice.
cake.
No, just kidding.
Question for Arye real quick. Arye, have you ever saw some
yeah.
cheeks from behind? I'm like, damn, she got some cheeks. Turn around, it's a dude. Don't front.
Yes.
Don't front.
Yes.
Don't front.
I have.
At the gym.
It's
It's this dude. It's this dude that goes to my gym, and ain't no way his butt, his butt cheeks is natural, bro. He had a BBL, and he always wears like super tight pants. He sachets around the gym, and I'm just like, God. I was like, bro, if you ever go to gym, like you would have to have like 24/7 security because they go, bro, like it's ridiculous. Yeah, so this happened. That's the only time it's happened. Let me tell you what happened to Stats Guy though. Back in the day, me and Stats Guy, I'm like maybe like 15, he's like 14, right? We at Cracker Barrel. Don't ask.
No judgment.
We're sitting out front.
They got good pancakes.
Dude drives up on a motorcycle, right? And I was like, yo, that's a nice bike. He was like, nah, forget that bike. Yo, look at that girl on that bike. I was like, bro, I think that's a dude, man. He was like, nigga, okay. I think I know some girl cheeks when I see a girl cheeks on a bike. Like, that's hot. I like girls that ride bikes. He gets off the bike, takes his helmet off. It's like a 50-year-old dude. I was like, nigga, I told you. He was just like, The helmet got him. He got cheek mesmerized or something. It was weird.
Oh man. Lady and I were driving somewhere, right? And we saw somebody walking on the right side of the street. Again, she's probably saying, oh man, she got a big old butt. Look at her. I'm like, yeah, she do got a big old butt. Cause the way that they were dressed, right? They was wearing a jacket and some like loose fitting jeans, but the bubble was there, you know what I'm saying? And a hat on. So you couldn't see the face, you couldn't see the hair. But the minute I drove up and looked around, I was like, why is that man's butt so big like that? I mean, it was huge. And then it was going like this in the jeans. I was like,
some niggas is just hippie, bro.
Yeah, man.
They got them hips.
They got some birthing hips, man. You know what I'm saying?
Birthing hips, straight birthing hips. Yo, shout out to all the birthing hips niggas out there. It's like I'm in a gym now. I'm built like Bluto. You know what I'm saying? From like Papa. That's me. Like I'm top heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have skinny legs, but like it tapers down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I could say, look, if I was a naturally hip heavy dude, when I tell you I would be in the gym every day trying to get rid of these birthing hips.
And be a bad bitch like the rest of the women.
Go ahead and pass on that one.
There you go. Think about it, man. You got locks too, right? So imagine if you had that body shape in the gym. And somebody say from behind, like, yo.
You're like, oh my God, is that India?
I mean,
oh shit, whoop.
Niggas tapping you on the back. What's you doing in here with all this ass? Double cheeked up.
On a Tuesday
afternoon. Hello.
Teddy Ray. Shout out to Teddy Ray.
I'm like, nigga, I'm working on it, okay? I'm working on it. Got my squats.
My headset.
I can't even do squats, man. They looking. They over here looking. I gotta work out at home now.
Like, yo, man, shorty with a lock show. She got thick, man. Yeah, look at her over there doing squats, bro.
Fam, I would be so mad. I wouldn't even be mad that they was looking because, like, real talk, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a straight dude, right? But it's some girls, I'm their type. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be some guys that I'm their type. I'm pretty sure a dude that saw me and was like, you know what? I hit that. I got no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? No problem. As long as you don't touch me, it's cool. But I would be mad if somebody tapped me on my shoulder and was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? The ass. Oh, my bad. I would be so mad. Not even mad at them. I'll be mad.
Are you mad because
I was cursed with these girl hips?
They approach you wrong or would have been, hey, I'm saying though, my name is Rob, and you look nice in the gym today. Oh, my bad, homie. I ain't mean that.
My face.
And that's your villain origin story.
That's it. Girl hips.
It all started
the destroyer.
with lady hips in the gymnasium.
Like, word, bro. That's what made you want to take over the world.
That's what it was. Away from a bad day.
That's it, man. Girl hips.
Guys were calling me bad bitch from the back, and that was day one. And ever since then, I swore I would take over the world.
Come on, villain voice. Let's go.
Cheeks for days. It's out here double cheeked up, fam. That's ridiculous.
On a Tuesday in broad daylight. I'm here for it. I'm sorry.
Yo, so look, Benny. So I know you on the West Coast. In fact, you in Compton, right?
I am.
Yo, what's it like out there? How do you like living out there? Are you from there originally or?
Born and raised in Compton, California. Went to high school in Orange County, which is why I have this lovely interview voice. And I'm just used to it. It's not as violent as it used to be back in like the 90s, the late 80s, early 90s, that era. It's quiet. It's okay. I mean, there are moments in the summertime, yes, like any other city, any other major city, there's going to be some shenanigans that pop up, but nothing like it was back in the day. There's still some tragedy that happens from time to time, but I love being a California girl. I love that I could drive 20 minutes to the beach and then, an hour to the desert. If I go further up north, I can go skiing if I want to. That's why our taxes are so high, because our weather.
Yeah, I can't imagine
weed and
moving over to Cali.
That's what they go for.
Say again.
Oh, and I was saying that I can't imagine moving to Cali now with my salary. I guarantee I would probably be living in Skid Row while I'm working. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the struggle is real. The rent is crazy. And the cost of living is ridiculous, but it's what I'm used to, and that's why I work so hard to maintain. But can't trade it. But most of my family is from the South. I got family in Fayetteville. I got family in all over Atlanta. I got some kinfolk in Texas. A lot of folks in Jackson. And I also got some folks in Chi-Town. So I have a lot of family on the East Coast. And I have a lot of Southern ways about me, I've been told. I have a very Compton country air about myself. So I've been told. Compton country. Yes. Okay.
But let's get into some other topics here real quick. Are you aware of the actor, if I'm saying it right, Ezra Miller? He's the newest Flash.
Ezra Miller?
Ezra. There we go. I know I'm saying it wrong. Yes.
Am I familiar? Yes, but I won't say that I'm like super detailed with their work outside of Justice League-ish things.
Cool. Well, apparently he got arrested. I forgot what the charge was for, but this is like his second arrest during the production of the Flash movie. So apparently,
why you say it like that?
Nah, because the reason why I say that is because it's really unfortunate in the line of work that I'm in, that he's in, that we're in. You have to be very mindful of your reputation because it follows you. You have to be very mindful of the moves you make, especially if you're the star of a superhero franchise. Is it fair? No, but you're making how much to do what?
Multi-millions. Right.
Nobody forced you to do this. You auditioned for this role. You were cast in this role. There's certain, clauses in your contract, morality clauses and things of that sort. It's unfortunate. I don't know the circumstances. I hope it was something that, can be swept under the rug, so he can not swept under the rug, but I hope it wasn't
Oh
anything
wow,
super
just
egregious.
sweep it under the rug, Benny. Let's
I apologize.
get away with anything. Just
I'm sorry. I missed.
don't say anything. Just
My apologies.
sweep this under
My
the rug.
deepest, most profound profile. But damn it, I messed up. Trying to do the voice. Ah! No, but for real though, it's one of those catch-22s. When you're before the public, you have to be mindful of the public.
Mm-hmm.
But we're all human. Again, I hope whatever it is isn't anything super egregious, and I hope he can resolve it and move forward.
Yeah,
that's unfortunate.
Because it's wild. Because the first time he got arrested was fighting a woman over what we don't know, right? But apparently Warner Brothers is like
that's not funny, but it just fighting a woman. Because he runs like this. I don't know why he runs like this, but he runs like this. So I can just imagine him like trying to like slap somebody. Domestic violence is not funny. We
not
here
cool.
at Geek
It's not cool, man.
Condone at all.
You don't advocate for that foolishness, man.
But
can't sweep that under the rug, can you? No, just kidding.
This nigga literally runs like this. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah. But apparently Warner Brothers is rethinking his role as a Flash going forward. Again, second time you're getting arrested, and the movie hasn't even came out yet. So it's like, bruh, you're the Flash. Be easy. Go somewhere and chill out. Don't get into no trouble and just make the movie, bro. You know what I'm saying? But apparently, though, he hasn't seen great days. Now, it's kind of like looking at in retrospect, Will Smith, all these projects right now are on hold. And then even go back further to like Robert Downey Jr., who was like infamous for just wilding out. And he was even like blackballed for a while from the industry, but then came back with
Booger Sugar,
Kiss Bang Bang, and then of course Iron Man. So
yeah,
how do you feel about, I guess, how these actors have like such a great opportunity to do the thing that brings joy to millions, but they take these chances of just fucking it up?
I don't think any actor with any sense goes into any project with the intention of messing it up. I'm willing to bet money that Will Smith, Ezra Miller, and dozens of others did everything with the best of intentions. I also think that we live in an era where social media is very powerful, and we didn't grow up with this. We didn't grow up with people having camera phones so readily available. We didn't grow up with being our most banal activities being broadcast. Like, why is me getting a cup of coffee so entertaining? I don't know. But apparently it is.
That's her. I know. That's Benny.
She ordered decaf.
Right. Or me in my Star Wars pajamas taking out my trash, and people are like, click, click. And it's like, that's what does it for you? But okay. But it's this weird thing where privacy and social currency, it's a weird line to navigate. But I think, everybody's human. Everybody is subject to making mistakes and slip ups. I do believe that there is room for redemption for many people. And then there's some things that are just kind of irredeemable. And the only thing that can fix it is time. I feel that way with the Will Smith situation. It's very unfortunate. I feel terrible because this man waited how long to get an Oscar?
What decades, right?
And he's done fantastic work in the interim. It wasn't like he just did this one movie and it's his first time out. No, right. I mean,
Ali,
Happiness.
Yep.
Come on, like those were fantastic performances, and he's a talented man who's proven himself time and time again in the box office. It was a lapse in judgment. I feel terrible for Chris Rock, but shout out to Chris Rock for staying in pocket and being professional. I don't know how he handled that as well as anybody could under those circumstances.
Right. Because if he would have, and this is like probably the last time I'm gonna talk about
No, it's
Will
not.
Smith and Chris
No, it's
Rock.
not.
Chris
I
Rock.
It's
He
only
talking
been 2
about
weeks.
Will
It's
Smith.
gonna be another time. It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Something else
but I
will
mean,
happen, and yeah.
if he would have fought back and they were like both tumbling on the stage, like a group of you know what, it's like, oh come on, man, don't do this in front of the eyes. This is not good look for the
I
culture.
can't co-sign that, man, because it's self-defense. I don't think nobody's will blame Chris Rock if he had took a swing back at Will Smith. You got to do come on stage, open hand, slap you so hard that it sounded like a punch. You just defending yourself. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody would have fought at Chris. On top of the fact that Chris Rock is a little dude, especially compared to Will Smith. Like, just hit him back. It's a whole David and Goliath thing, man. It's somebody smack you, there should be retaliation. I'm not just saying. Even if I lose, I would rather lose because the dude is just better throwing punches than me than just lose because he beat me up and I ain't do shit. You know what I'm saying?
Reminded of Charlie Murphy. Remember when Charlie Murphy talked about when he got slapped in the face and it was like, back in the day it was fashionable for men to get slapped. But after that, it was a gunfight after
to the face.
And he brought up a good point. Like, if you did that mess in France back in the day, you slapped somebody, it was pistols drawn at dawn.
It was on, yeah.
It was on after that.
Hold up.
So,
they took out the handkerchiefs, right? Like one at a time, and they would just...
yeah.
That was manly as hell back in the day. Like, hold on, wait a minute. This nigga just disrespect
with their powdered
me.
wigs and high heels, okay?
Right. A deal to the death. Like,
that's wild.
But
side note, yes. I think dudes is just crazy in general because you're not gonna tell me, all right, this is my enemy. We about to shoot it out to the death, and we about to just be back to back. Like, all right, we back to back, walk 3 steps, and then turn.
It's 10.
Oh, I don't care if it was
10 paces and spin.
As soon as I know your back is turned, I got my gun. I'm turning around and shooting you, bro. I don't know what. Like, how do I know you gonna play fair? You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever seen Hamilton where they talk about the 10 dual commandments?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
The 10
was fly,
commandments, a la the 10 crack commandments. Shout out to Lin-Manuel Miranda. But part of the reason why they did it was because they wanted to have some sort of semblance of honor. So this whole ritual, where they bring someone else as their second to kind of watch to make sure that you don't turn around too soon or you behave dishonorably. So it wasn't just the 2 dudes by themselves. They would have a doctor on site to diagnose whatever. And you didn't always have to shoot to the death. If you just wounded somebody, that was almost as bad as dying because medicine wasn't medicine wasn't what it is today, and the likelihood of someone dying of infection was way higher. So
yeah, true.
You know what I mean? So you couldn't just cheat and you could, but you might get shot too by whoever was their number 2.
Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense, but
it's about honor and respect. You know what I'm saying?
I don't fight fair.
It's about drive. It's about honor.
Oh my God. Yo, my oldest son likes that song. I was like, no. Yo, please. No, those are the worst bars. No. Worse.
Hey, Dad, get this out, man.
He was like, Dad, I like this song. I was like, what is it? He's like, it's The Rock, but he's rapping. I was like, what are you talking about? The Rock rap? It's about drive. It's about honor. We dove out. I was like, he sounds like a old ass white detective that was like, yo, I've been locking these niggas up for years and they got bars. So some of their bars are transferred to me and I'm about to go in the booth and spit this.
Why does it have to be a white detective?
An old white detective at that. Like,
what, Columbo?
Get the eyes right.
Why is Columbo rapping? What is going on in the world?
Got a few questions, man. I got a few questions that we have. It's a few questions. It's man, bro. Like,
sorry, but the idea of like Inspector Gadget, like in a booth, like going off, is just.
Can you imagine being a rapper that's like,
Gadget. Yeah.
Can you imagine being a rapper that's like popping, like, but you just popping in your local area, and you like legit, like the next thing or whatever. And you put like some music out and you get like 100,000 hits. You feeling all good about yourself. Then The Rock come out with, it's about drive. It's about power. And this shit gets like 5 million plays in like 20 minutes. I'm like, nigga.
Power of The Rock, man.
I thought thought it was fun. I thought it was kitschy. You know, I take it for what it is. And I also like Terramana, so I'm not gonna be mad at my
that I can mess with. We can agree on the Terramana.
Terramana is fire.
Tequila. You can't go wrong with tequila, man. That's like Mexican.
But what you know about a cucumber mint margarita?
That sounds good too.
You said what margarita?
A cucumber mint margarita.
Okay.
That sounds classy.
Former bartender, so yes, I stay.
Pinky up.
Okay. Question. So were you a bartender when T-Pain had a song Bartender?
No, I was not.
Damn it.
I was a TSA agent at LAX for 10 years.
Oh, you was flying.
No,
you gotta look, hold on.
Oh no, my bad. I'm thinking.
I was the one taking your water.
Yeah.
Oh, so,
damn, I forgot.
So you was the one that took me in the back because you thought I was Arabic that one time. Like, come here, sir. Come here, sir. Your beard is too big, sir.
We randomly selected UG. just randomly selected.
I mean,
got the full Habib. Never said full Habib.
No, but I did that job for 10 years at LAX from 2006 to 2016, and then right after that, I quit my job to pursue acting full time, which is when the bartending stuff kind of happened. And the irony is, the very first professional job I booked was a commercial for Samsung, and I played a TSA agent. In the commercial,
a full 360 moment, man. Like, I got away from this.
Good. She met it.
Yo, what's the wildest thing you saw at TSA? Because I know you got some TSA stories.
Oh gosh, shoot. Wildest thing I saw at TSA. I mean, I saw all kinds of stuff. I saw somebody try to sneak meth through the walk-through metal detector and then run out the opposite way and like throwing the meth as he's running. So the police are chasing him. It was either meth or cocaine. I can't remember. But like the police were chasing him as he's like trying to get rid of it because the dude was already loaded off of his gourd. So he's like running like the Flash. I just felt like doing that. But he's running, right? Throwing the like confetti, and the officers are inhaling it as they're running. So all of a sudden they get like Super Saiyan and they start chasing him even faster. They're like, like they're running after this guy. This dude was jumping on cars.
Ain't no way.
He was running. No, I promise you.
Cocaine and like this going into the officers' faces.
Like Popeye with spinach. I swear. And they're like, oh, we gonna get this motherfucker now.
Oh my God.
It was fantastic. The guy ended up getting like body slammed in a parking lot and they were dragging him, but like all the officers, their eyes were like red and they're just like fucked up. It was crazy. Wow. But the dude came through the checkpoint, had something in his pocket, and we're like, sir, what is in your pocket? He's like, hang on 1 second. He just kind of looked and then turned around and ran barefoot, left all of his stuff there, left his watch, his phone, his shoes. He ran barefoot away from the checkpoint, and that was fantastic.
Yo, that's how key kind of smart though, because they give you your time depending on how much coke you got on you. So if this nigga is like actively going out, his lawyer probably could argue, we don't know exactly how much he had. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And nigga, he could have had a key.
Meth. That could have been powdered sugar.
We don't know.
How do you know, officer? Were you?
I don't know. I just knew when I was catching him, I felt really, really good.
Just know I got this desire to suck dick on the corner all of a sudden. I don't know why.
I'm telling you something, Your Honor. I smoke rocks. Okay.
Scratch.
I had to get that out.
Yo, cocaine is a hell of a drug, man.
I wouldn't know, but I've seen enough people on it to know it's not for me.
Oh yeah,
not
yeah.
I know it.
I've had to pat down women with enhancements before, and then the questions that I always got from like my male counterparts was, you know, how did her booty feel? Was her booty tight or was it soft and jiggly? What was that? And it's just like, don't make me that person. It's gross. But dudes are pervy and they want to know.
Some dudes is just, you know, I mean, hey man, they creeps for a reason, but you know, it's your job. It's your job, buddy.
And
it's
they figure I'm the nice one, so I'll tell them like, oh no, she's very muscular, just very, you know, or no, it's very soft, like Jello or like pudding. But
niggas is living vicariously,
right?
Every chance they got, especially if it was somebody attractive, like Rosario Dawson. I had to pat her down once. I had to pat down Lisa Ray. Oh God, Lisa Ray, beautiful lady, super kind, class act, just super chill, but a beautiful woman with a very curvy body. And dudes just, dudes came off a break, like wrapping around their neck, sauce on their uniform.
Niggas got turkey sandwich and crumbs in their beard. Hold on, we heard that
God damn, that's a fine looking woman. Damn, Benny, you missed the spot. Missed the spot. You
got to go down the back. That's around the hip. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That little area right there. That little curved area. It's the curved
area.
I
felt so embarrassed, but she was cool. Like, she's used to being looked at. I wasn't. So
yeah,
there's that.
It's in our DNA, man. It's
I mean, but there's a limit. Like, I feel like you can look if you go from 0 to rapist in 3 seconds, that's a problem. Like, I shouldn't see the sex on your face when you're looking. I shouldn't imagine you smashing on your face. Like, you should just look and just watch your face. Don't, look and be like like all that weird stuff. I don't like that. That's what makes it creepy.
It is kind of weird, man.
Just look and be like, okay, store it in the memory bank and then go do what you got to do later on. But don't look rapey in the face. That's creepy as hell.
That was the most high class way of stating jacking off that I've ever heard in my life. So you just look, but then you go do what you got to do later on. Like, it was just, you know what I'm saying? It's like just classy. I've never heard it. That was very classy.
You gotta go make a deposit in the spank bank. Do what you gotta do. Just wash
Do
your
what you
hands.
gotta do.
You pay for it,
It stopped a lot of people from making a lot of dumb mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
The safest experience one can have.
There you go.
Goddamn right.
Just, do your due diligence, clean up after yourself, and maybe a couple squirts of cologne, touch up your makeup if you wear it.
And go back to work, fellas.
Go back to work. Happy and stress-free.
Nigga, why you sweating for?
No reason.
Hell, you was doing in that bathroom.
Man,
huh?
it's great outside, isn't it? You ever just look outside and go, wow.
Wait again. I could think clearly now. Like, I'm good.
Anybody else hungry?
Math problems from like 6th grade, 17. Like, shit's just coming to you because your mind is so clear now.
I also was a Disney cast member when I first graduated from high school, so I dealt with the public quite a bit, and I'm learning that these kids aren't as innocent as you think they are, man.
I blame Euphoria. I blame them.
Okay, so real quick, I had can't believe I'm telling y'all this story, but it's applicable. So I was working at Stop it. I saw that.
What did you gonna say?
Stop it. And if you get up and leave, I know what you're doing. Just do your due diligence and wash your hands.
Come back. I'm thirsty. Y'all thirsty?
Honey, you thirsty? You ever been thirsty?
I'm tired.
Water. I'm
tired. Let's go ahead and wrap up the show. Take a nap.
No, but short story long, I was working a ride, an attraction with swing sets over at California Adventure, and there was little kids. One was like 7, the other one probably was like 4, and they're adorable little kids. They get on the ride, they come off, and they're excited because they got to ride the ride by themselves, and they felt all like big boys and stuff. And so they're like, the ride was fun, and we weren't even scared. We was in the air, and we were flying around, and I'm like, oh, they're little innocent angels. I adore them. They're so cute. So the littlest one, the cutest one with these big blue saucer eyes, just asked me for a hug. And it's Disneyland, so it's not uncommon for cast members to hug small children. Obviously, being like a babysitter or like a it's never anything gross or untoward. It's always very charming and very sweet. So I knelt down to give the little kid a hug. He has his head on my shoulder, and then as I pull away from the hug, this kid pushes his head right here, goes and then takes off running. Laughing and high-fiving.
Shout out to that little bit.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Just laugh.
That could be traumatic, man. But and once you like, you little motherfucker.
Y'all don't understand. All the hood in me came out in 5 seconds. I was ready to beat that little boy's ass. I forgot where I was for 10 seconds. I was like, motherfucker, oh. Well, what am I going to do? What am I gonna do?
Oh man.
This was before camera phones. This was in 2002.
Wow.
So I couldn't really, and so I had an attitude the whole day. Going to break room, throwing my lunch on the table, just pissed off, just mad.
That little nigga was ready to risk it all.
This little kid,
it's like, I'ma do it.
Yo, this little kid just motorboated me in broad daylight and ran off. And stop it! Don't spit out the water. Don't spit out the water.
You was this close. You almost had me.
Thank God.
Almost had me. Fail.
I mean, with everything in me.
That's ridiculous. Wow.
I wanted to strangle that little kid. And
yo,
my
these kids is
the
different.
whole day laughing at me, talking about that was the smartest kid in the world. And
it's funny because you said this is what, 02?
02.
So he's probably like 30 now, telling his friend. He's probably got a podcast. Everybody got a podcast now. He probably telling his friends, like, let me tell you what I did one time when I was 8. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
even funnier is if he's married and his wife looks like me, because clearly that kid would have had a type.
Yeah,
that would have been funny as hell. He's like married to like Jordan Sparks or Raven Simone or some crap, or whoever I look like today. Depends on who you ask.
Yo, I'd have been scared, bro. Like, I won't buy. Was you a little terror, G? Could you have gone for something like that when you was a kid? I'd have been scared.
Man. Nah, you see, my mother put the fear of God in me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember one time when I was a kid, I wrote hell and shit on an apartment wall, right? And then my mom found that's like, oh, okay, you wanna paint? How much does paint cost, painter? $20? Okay, come here, Garrett. So took me outside of my door, and out of nowhere, she started spanking me. You wanna paint shit and hell on the wall? Okay, it costs $20. I'm gonna give you 20 ass whippings in front of my friends, dog. And ever since that day, I'm like, I ain't fucking up no more around my mother, man. So yeah, man, that was the one time getting my ass whooped in front of my friends 20 times in a row, dog. And also, again, by the way, that was the time where, you know, the people around you wouldn't call child support services. He deserved that shit.
That's that white people shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. Like, no. I'm gonna whip your ass, then your daddy gonna whip your ass, then your granddaddy gonna whip your ass. Just down the line, just getting ass whoopings. It's a different time. It's a different time, man.
Yeah, man. It's
kind of like traumatized at all.
No,
right? Nah,
therapy.
Nah.
No trauma.
Nah.
It was just how people
we just shake it off. You know, we just bottle it in for as long as we can.
What if I cry every time a door slams? It's normal, right?
Character spankings.
So what if I can't finger paint no more? It's fine.
Every time I go to Lowe's, I make sure to avoid the paint aisle. I don't want to see that one can of paint at all.
Wallpaper, that's all. It's wallpaper.
Fam, I got a spanking in school one time. That shit was so embarrassing. I think I was like in 3rd grade and I was acting up. I thought I was feeling myself, man. And teacher called my mom. I'll never forget. I was in class just doing random dumb shit. I think I won't stand on top of the desk. I think I was like on top of a chair, just like just doing stupid shit. My mom came to the door. I like looked over. I was like, oh shit. Like my whole face just dropped. She was like, come here. I was like, no. So I'm not coming outside. As soon as I got outside, she was like, the teacher got me calling all the work to come up here. I was like, Ma, I wouldn't even
work.
I wouldn't even do it. I couldn't even get it.
That's the worst.
She laid
you don't
out in the hallway, fam. I went back in the class. Oh my God. They let me have it the whole rest of the day. They let me have it.
Was it like Eddie Murphy delirious? Like, God, please kill her. I hope she gets hit by a truck and die. I hate her. Were you like so angry, hot tears?
That shit was embarrassing, man.
All right, let's try to get back on track with these topics here. I swear we'll make it short and sweet. But you know what? Let's go ahead and hop into it real quick, man. Being our guest here today is a voice actor. We're going to dub her for right now, Beni the Butcher, but her name is Benni. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to call it the Butcher coming.
Yes, because I could totally sell that. Butcher's coming. Run and hide. Fiends, beware. Yeah.
But I bought it.
What's your favorite voiceover role that you wish you could have done?
Oh boy. Favorite voiceover role that I wish I could have done. Amanda Waller, Justice League Unlimited, voiced by CCH Pounder.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's dope.
She did that role for sure.
Iconic.
You know what? Like
that series was great. That was a great series.
Yes.
They don't make cartoons like that no more, man.
They don't. But some of the writers that were on that show wrote for Batman the Animated Series and for Avatar The Last Airbender. So there's no coincidence that those shows were amazing, because a lot of the people from that era went on to do other things.
I think we talked about it here a couple episodes back, but I was like, man, like the Batman animated series was just so iconic. And
agreed.
Like looking back at it now, I don't understand how that show was for kids by any means.
It was very dark. It was
very
film
man.
Noir.
Super
there
dark.
Was some very haunting imagery. I mean, Feet of Clay. That episode alone gave me nightmares, but I still watched it over and over again. And then there's another episode called where they had the man bat, and you see the transformation.
Yeah,
oh, gosh.
Yeah.
I was a kid, like, but I couldn't look away because it was that good.
Okay. I got one for you. On a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate? I guess his name is it Steve Blum as the voice of Spike and Cowboy Bebop?
I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I'm gonna give it a 4.5, mainly because I have my own little idea of what that character should sound like, but I love his take on it.
Okay. You got one RA for?
I do. What did you, or I should say, how was it the first time that you got a acting role? So not voice acting, but like physical act. What would you call it? Live action
on camera.
On camera act. Okay.
Yeah.
When you first saw yourself on TV, like what was that feeling? What went through your mind? Action.
Oh, that's a good question.
I knew.
Yeah. First time I saw myself on television, it was a mixture of humility and disbelief and gratitude. More than anything, just gratitude. Like, dang, I really, this is my life now. I did the thing. I did the thing at the tender age of, I'm scared to say it. Because I got a birthday coming up and I'm seeing more grays and I just, but old enough. And it just, because I took a gamble. When I quit my job, a lot of people were like, that was a bad move. Why did you do that? You were making good money. You were at the airport. You had benefits. Like, why would you do that? You're 30-something years old. You have a mortgage. Why? And I was unhappy. I was deeply, deeply unhappy going to a job where I didn't feel appreciated. I didn't feel adequately compensated for the amount of verbal abuse that I was taking. Lord knows I wasn't getting the right amount of money for it. And my creativity was constantly being stifled. I just had all this stuff in me that I really wanted to get out. And one thing I always told myself, if I became a parent, I wanted to make sure that I would go for everything that I've always wanted to do, because I didn't want to be a hypocrite to my kids. I didn't want to tell my kids, you can do anything you want, and then I don't do it. I wanted to lead by example. So I quit my job and did some bartending gigs and booked a freaking commercial. And it was also a feeling of pride. Like, I told y'all. Y'all didn't see it, but I saw it first. So.
That's good, man. Can you talk to that real quick? Because I think that's very important. Anytime you're creative, having this vision of stuff that you really want to do, right? And then you actually start that process of going toward it. And the people that you expect to really, like your stuff and share it and like shout it from the rooftops, they more or less like, okay, that's good. You know what I'm saying? It's like they silent, but then it's like, then you do something that kind of gets a little recognition. And now they all like, yo, well, we always knew that you could do it. You know what I'm saying? Can you touch on that real quick? Because I'm finding that I'm seeing that a lot.
So am I. I'm finding relatives and cousins I didn't even know I had slipping into my
Hey.
DMs
Oh
asking,
wow.
questions about my craft and how I got started
Mhm.
and all of that. They all want to support when they see the fruits of my labor. Um, and I get it because it's the business that I chose to get in is very competitive, especially in California. And the odds are what the odds are. But there was a point where I was like, ha ha, I told y'all. But then I think maybe around by the time I booked my second job, it was less about them and more about myself. I do this for me. I
Mm-hmm.
do this because I love it. I do it because it's in me to do. Any recognition I get is just whatever. Um, but it does speak to, I don't know. I feel like as Black people, we aren't always given the luxury to try because we are wired
Okay.
for survival.
Right.
Our whole identity is wrapped up in survival, right? Like not our whole identity, but I think for a significant portion of us, our cultural collection, or cultural subconscious, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
we're wired to survive because for so long our existence was threatened, and it still is in some ways. So because we don't get the opportunity to fail and to try and to just do stuff, anytime we deviate from that, people are going to say, "Hey, don't do that," because
Mm-hmm.
they're thinking you're losing your livelihood. So I
Mm.
understand why. My father told me to my face that it was a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
My father
Mm-hmm.
was like,
Dad
"Why?
Dukes. Yeah.
Why? You messed up. Can't you just go part-time? You're going to
Mm-hmm.
quit everything you worked hard for, and
Right.
this isn't how I raised you."
Right.
And so then it became a quest like, "Oh, so you really don't think all right. Real G's move in silence.
There we
Lasagna.
go. That's right.
Y'all ain't
Wayne.
gonna see. Y'all ain't gonna tell y'all all the auditions I've been told no. Y'all just gonna just wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It's
That's
cool.
what's
Y'all
up.
don't have to believe me. But I understand why. So I don't always hold it against, especially parents
Mm-hmm.
or elders that are just trying to look out for you. They don't know. They're doing it for. They're doing it because they love you and they think that they're helping. And they're also doing it because they themselves probably weren't allowed to make those types of decisions.
To
I
be
don't know. That was a
creative, to
long
like really
explanation.
follow a
Like real
passion.
long. Like I was like, God damn, bitch, shut
I'm
up.
sorry.
Shut up.
I
I'm
just wanted
playing
to
with you.
answer the question. You guys
That
make me
was
nervous.
dope. That was dope. Yeah, because I think Jay-Z said it best. He was like, I forget the song, but he was like, I can't base who I am off what everybody else isn't. And
Facts.
people will try to limit you because they've limited themselves.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, man, and we're all, of a certain age. I think you start realizing that you're gonna blink and one day, you're gonna be 60 years old, God willing,
Mhm.
you could be 70, 80 years old. So why would you want to live your life going to a job like you were talking about, going to a job that is sucking the creativity out of you?
Mhm.
They don't appreciate you.
Mhm.
Why would you stay there just because the money is good and you got good benefits? Like I like to tell people this, man. All you need is one job. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really just need one job for real. So it's like if you quit, the best thing that ever happened to me was getting fired from Bank of America. Shout out to Bank of America. The Bank of America was
Like Kev on
cool.
stage, he got fired from a bank too.
He
Oh,
did. He
okay.
did get fired.
Okay.
In fact, I think it was like Wells Fargo or something. He
Yes, it
talks
was.
about it
And
a
now
lot.
he has his own app and he's doing commercials for
Mm-hmm.
Got a
Spectrum
whole
and
network,
been
bro,
to
and
the
Yeah,
he's
man.
Oscars. Like
growing.
y'all
He the
can't tell
man.
him mess.
That's
So
it. So it's
we
like
out here.
it
Mm-hmm.
was dope because I started working there when I was 23, going on 24. And that was my first actual career type job. Like I earned enough there to like get a house, and I got a new car and everything was cool. And I worked there for 8 years. Ended up getting fired because a
Reasons.
brother was showing up 5 to 10 minutes late on a consistent basis. It is what it is. I
Every
live my
day.
truth. I'll be late. I'm that 5 minute late dude, whatever. But the cool thing about losing that job was it showed me you don't have to be a slave to a job. You know what I'm saying? It's like you could do different things to make money. and you only need one job or one entrepreneurial pursuit. You only need one. So why would you ever, put
Box
to the
yourself
side
in.
your creativity or what you really want to do to boost up their culture, especially that knowing all the tricks that corporations like to do. Like because me and G actually met at Bank of America. You remember they would give us like cups and like plates with Bank of America logos on it and everything.
Yeah,
and
man.
I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all can do this. Why don't you just give us more money? It's subtle business stuff. They don't tell you the reason they give you all of their free shit with their logo on it is you're advertising their stuff while you outside of the building. But they'll never say that. It's like, we appreciate you guys so much.
Yeah.
This is Bank of America mug. You know what I'm saying? We just really appreciate you. I don't know why I started talking like a Karen.
I don't know, but that was a good one.
Well,
Keep
thank
that
you.
In your,
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
In the file.
It's in the file.
There you go.
In the memory banks. But yeah, you got to go for what you want, man. Life is too short. Way too short.
Yeah.
G, can you pull up? You say what?
I said regret is trash.
Big trash.
It's one thing to try and fail. Like you can say you tried. You know.
Yeah, I can handle that.
You might be disappointed or you might be mad at how things turned out, but nobody can ever tell you that you didn't try.
Exactly.
Versus never trying, so you would never know if you would have been a success or not. And that to me is the worst type of feeling to deal with, being 80 years old, 90 years old, God willing, 100 years old, on my, surrounded by my kids and grandkids. But now they can, not hopefully, but in the not too distant future, they'll be like, hey, my grandmother did that thing that one time for those people in that place that I can't talk about because Indy hates.
It's NDA.
Oh yeah,
yo, fellas is watching. Benny just dropped the bar. Like, we're talking about being creative and going after your dreams, but that applies to other areas of your life too. It's the girl that you like. Stop being a Mitch and ask her out for a drink. That's all I'm gonna say about it. You never know. She might say yes. Niggas be scared. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
They're nothing against preparation. And also, I don't want to make it sound like I'm shitting on people who have 9-to-5s. Sometimes you have to work your 9-to-5. Your job will subsidize your dream. A lot of my equipment earlier, I bought from my TSA time. You know what I'm saying? I bought my first microphone with TSA money. I bought my first preamp and my first laptop with TSA money. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to think that, if you're working 9-to-5, no, do what you got to do. Okay? Feed yourself, fortify yourself. And when you can and you're able, start doing small steps. You don't have to eat the whole elephant in one bite, one chunk at a time. There. Okay.
Bars.
Say words.
Hey, G, can you pull up Benny's Instagram profile, please?
No, why?
Oh.
Do we have to? Oh no, I see the hands. Okay. Deviousness.
We like to show people, what you're working with and how they can reach you and follow you, because you never know. I mean, we want to be the first one to say, like, hey, we actually talked to Benny.
Oh,
we was
my
there.
Commercials are on there.
We was there. You see?
Hey, scroll down. I want to go to the Kevin Hart Chase commercial, which was dope.
Hold on for 1 second, and I'll get there again here.
Put the notebook down. Nah. Let's go to the Kevin Hart commercial. Mr. Hart.
That's the one
Was
it is. Scroll up a little bit more.
Oh my God. No, I don't think Kevin Hart is in the top, because Kevin Hart was a Christmas one, so it might be further down. Lots of pictures.
Right
there.
Wait.
Yeah.
You pass it. There we go.
Wearing the green. Yeah.
Play it.
Oh my gosh.
Pack your bags and cash back. Earn 5% on travel purchased through Chase with Chase Freedom Unlimited.
You do this for everyone?
I try. Excuse me, man. Earn big time with Chase Freedom Unlimited. How do you cash back? Chase, make more of what's yours.
We got an actor in the building, y'all. Let's clap it up, man. Let's clap it up.
Hollywood.
Let's clap it up, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I thought you were gonna pick the newer one, or at least the cotton one. That one.
We could do that one too. Where is that one at?
Oh God, cotton is buried somewhere. But the top two, yeah, the first that one just came out.
Bloop.
I'm only in the first 5 seconds, so don't blink. Yeah, that was it. You just missed me.
That was it. Look, that's all we're gonna look at is first 5 seconds.
Let me go back.
Wait.
You son.
Did I?
Okay.
That's
All right.
I was in
That's
a
what I
real
like.
cold storage freezer.
When you have
for that.
technology that's easier to control,
In there
What's
for
this
2
for? It can
hours, for
scale
5
across
seconds
all
of a
your
commercial,
collabs.
but I'll take it.
We got that, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah, we got it.
it's easier to be an innovator. So you can do more incredible.
Yeah,
So
man.
were they just like, okay, we gonna compensate you, we just gonna pay you, or are they paying you and you get like a laptop or something? You know what I'm saying?
No,
It's like
I
a
didn't-
laptop company, right? Or a
It's
computer
Dell.
company.
It's
Yeah.
Oh, that's
okay.
Dell. Okay.
It's Dell. I got no merchandise. I just got compensated for my acting services.
Shoot, I'd rather
That's
have the money
spokesperson
anyway.
stuff. That's Flo from Progressive. That's the Pine Saw lady. That's
Yeah.
when you become like Jake from State Farm,
Mhm.
then you can kind of get some merch when you're the face of the brand.
Right.
But me, I was there just whistling in a cold storage unit, freezing my butt off.
That could have been music. Give me Adele.
That
At
was like, you
least.
know what? We could have just put the smoke coming out of her mouth in CGI. But
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Surprisingly enough, I mean, I'm bundled up to my, completely covered,
yeah.
and I had layers and layers and layers, and it was really cold in there. And the director was like, "Action!" Like it was kind of cool. But I
Wow.
love my job. I love my work. I would do it again.
That's what's up, man. Well, Benny, we
Gotta
want to
love
thank
it,
you
man.
for being on, man. This was dope. We got to have you on the show again. Like your
For sure.
personality is dope.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? You're a very talented voice actor. And let me ask you this thing, because there was like a push a couple of years ago, or I guess still is. Some women don't want to be called actresses. They like, just call me an actor. Why is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, can you talk about that? So I don't know why.
I can't speak to everyone, but I think that they see actor as a unisex term now. And like you don't say, when you go to the doctor, it's not a doctress, it's a doctor. When you go to the dentist, it's not a dentrist, it's a dentist. So they see actor is right? It sounds kind of dope.
Dentrist.
A dentrist. Ew, that sounds perverted.
It's like you going to your
mind.
dentist, like, nah, nigga, I got an appointment with my
Interest.
But yeah, long story short, people see it as a unisex term and they just want to be seen as an artist rather than it being gender specific. But I go by actor, I go by actress. The checks still come. I don't care. I'm not that. My mom is weird about it though. She hates when I call myself an actor.
Yeah.
She doesn't like it. She wants me to say I'm an actress. Go figure.
I think it's a generation thing. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
I think that's what it is, yeah.
Absolutely.
And
I hope you guys are able to ask all your questions because I feel like I talked a lot.
Oh no, well, before you go, do you see my background picture in the back?
Do I see your background picture in the back?
The guy that's right here on the side right here. Do you know
Benny,
what?
you blind? Benny, I didn't know you was blind, girl. Where you blind?
I'm not blind,
Your
but my
glasses
eyes are watering in this hot. Normally, I don't.
Okay.
Like, I got dressed up for you guys, kind of. I'm wearing my little Wonder Woman vintage shirt, and I have I got a little something on my face, but it's hot in here, and like my makeup is melting into my eyes, so I can't. It looks like some Attack on Titan stuff, but I don't think
There we
that's
go.
what it is.
Yes,
Is it?
yes,
Oh,
it is.
Right on the first
yes.
All right.
I've been trying to get this man to watch Attack on Titan for years now.
I watch
but
Attack on Titan.
He says it's too melodramatic.
Ish.
As a fan of anime, and it's just like about Attack on Titan. Like, give him your pitch of why he should stick with it.
This is gonna be tough because this.
And make it funny.
You jerk. No, I think that it's worth giving a shot. Give it 3 episodes. If they don't get you in 3 episodes, then you walk away. But give it a fair shake because some of the best series start slow.
Where am I at on Attack on Titan? I think I'm just finished the first season of it.
Oh,
and I started. Okay. Yeah, I started watching it about a month back. I'm like done with the first season. It's one of those things. It's like when nothing is happening, it's just like, yo, this shit is boring. But it's like then it'll be like the last 2 minutes of the episode, they'll throw a twist in there, or just random retarded looking ass Titan that just come through. Like, it's something weird to happen that just is entertaining. And like I get that. But it's just like overall the show. It's so many highs and lows in it. That's why I'm only through like season 1 and I haven't
I
caught
feel
up
you.
to everybody.
It's not a casual watch. You do have to be engaged with it,
Mhm.
but
You
I
do.
feel like the series. I feel like it's worth it in some regards. I feel like
Yeah.
it's very worth it in many regards, and just the way that they're able to move the plot along and the way that they do. And I will concede, I make concessions that sometimes it's a little too dialogue heavy.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you watch sub or dub, that does make a little bit of a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but
Dub.
I
Okay.
think
Feel you.
okay. Well, nah. You know what? Nah.
I've tried
The
both
dubbing on this is
because
decent.
I was about to say, like, because I've done both. I didn't really notice much of a difference. Because you know what I do sometimes? It'll be the dub version, but I have the subtitle. No, it's just, I don't know. It's I've done both because I was like, what was that Korean zombie show you got me watching, G?
Oh man, that was the
I can't think of the name of
the
that
one
joint.
where the kids were up in high
On
school, right?
Netflix?
It's on
Yeah,
Netflix. Yeah, it's
Oh, okay. I haven't started that one yet, but that's
that
on the
was good.
that
list.
one is pretty
That
good.
was good.
And I had initially I was watching the dub version of it, and I was like, they dialogue is taking me out of it. But I switched to the subtitle version, and it's way better. The
Mhm.
Isn't
subtitle
it
version
weird
is
how that happens?
way
How
better.
things
Yeah.
get
Yeah,
lost in translation? That's why I
yeah.
pray that well, nah, I don't know if they'll let me, but if I ever get the chance, because I speak English fluently, but I'm also pretty decent with Spanish. Not the greatest, but I can read it really well.
Okay.
I hope that if I get a series, I would be able to dub the Spanish version, if at all possible.
Oh,
Mhm.
that
If
was wow.
if
Okay.
I get a series.
Not if, but when.
There we
You gotta
go.
speak it.
Well, here's the
Remember,
thing.
you are the
I've already
butcher. You're the butcher. So it's gonna come to you.
Butcher coming,
that is
nigga.
no, but short, but I have been blessed with a really amazing opportunity that I had the pleasure of working with for over a year and a half. It
Nice.
comes out this year.
Okay.
I will let you guys know once I can go public. But like I
Hmm.
said before, NDAs. So,
We feel you. We
but
I
I'm
feel
feel
you.
the
excited for
NDAs.
it. I think
What network is it?
I don't even know if I can
Oh, you
say
can't
the
say the network.
network,
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
but it's
Yeah,
one of the
don't.
big ones. I
So
can say
don't mess
that.
up your coins, man. This,
No, I
Mhm.
can
yeah.
say it's one of the big network. You know what? I can't say the network. I just
Okay.
can't say anything else.
Cool.
Okay.
Nickelodeon,
Okay. Home of the Avatar.
home of
Last of the
Avatar,
Airbender.
home of
Yeah, we'll be
Legend of
looking for that.
Korra.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's
but I'll
dope.
keep you guys posted. This was fun.
Yeah.
I just
For
can't
Well,
wear
sure.
thank
makeup
you.
next time because I can't see.
Hey, it's all right. It's all right. Next time. It's
I
all
Yo,
tried
good.
to
tell the
look cute.
people we got your Instagram up here, but tell the people who listening and can't see where they can follow you at.
It's just my first and last name, Beni Latham, Beni Latham at Instagram. I'm on Twitter, same name. Probably should have done some stuff to it and made myself sound fancy. I'm new to this social media thing, so don't drag me too hard, children. I love you all.
It's
You
all
can
good.
find Benny at BennyTheButcher.com. Again, that
No.
is
The
Benny
butcher coming, so be
Butcher.
on the way.
Butcher coming, nigga. Your homework is to go listen to 2 Benny the Butcher songs just so you can see these references that we're talking about. He says it on like every song. That's his whole catchphrase. The butcher coming, nigga. Like that's his whole
That's his
thing.
DJ Khaled, another one. That's
Another
his.
one.
Pretty much. Yeah.
His
That's his
thing.
ad lib, his tag right there. So yeah.
Yo,
We the
real quick
best.
before you go, did you get to see this last episode of Snowfall that came out?
Do you watch
Snowfall,
Snowfall?
no, but
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight, I did. I saw
Oh, you
that.
saw Moon Knight?
Yes.
What did you think about this last episode?
Holy crap. They are leaning in.
Okay.
Yeah.
They are
Okay.
leaning in. And I didn't fancy Disney to go in this direction. They usually
Mhm.
tend to stay a
Safe.
little bit more. Yeah. But I think with Captain America and even Loki, like the series on Disney Plus, they're taking more chances and,
Mhm.
and going to different places than they would with like their big cinematic things. And shout out to Kevin Feige, shout out to Lord, I'm gonna be mad. It's another Kevin,
Some
isn't
of
it?
the Oscar dude.
No,
The
not
Star Trek?
not Oscar Isaac, but the creator of the Star Trek, the Star Wars.
Oh,
I said Star Trek. I'm so sorry.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star
Oh,
Wars.
Lucas?
No,
Not
not George
Lucas.
Lucas.
The guy that's
Come on, y'all know who I'm talking about. I know
yeah,
y'all know who I'm talking
it's
about.
Yeah.
He played Happy Hogan. Come
Yeah.
on.
Happy.
I forgot his name. My bad.
Wait.
Ooh,
Oh, Favreau. John Favreau.
Thank you.
There
John
we go.
Favreau.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we
It's
go.
Favreau and Feige. I'm getting those two confused. But I love what they're doing with the series. I love that they're treating their audience like adults, and they're exploring some darker subject matter and staying true to some of the comics. I'm not familiar with the Moon Knight comics, but the people that I know that are familiar with it say that they're doing a pretty decent job with it. So kudos to my future network.
Okay. There we go. Speak it. Might be one of those Marvel animated shows. I hope they keep going on with that. Try to compete with the DC level animated joints.
I may have messed with one of those. I may have been on
Okay.
may have done something with that.
Okay.
Wait a minute, is this another NDA thing where you can't tell us
Another
what?
NDA that I can't tell you.
Just come back here and then we can dissect.
Once I come out the closet, we can all throw a party. But until then, I have
out
to
the closet. That's hilarious.
Yeah, literally out of my closet. But
Okay.
But I'm excited to share this with you. Thank you for having me on. You guys
You're welcome.
are incredible. Like I said, long time, first time, and this is really great. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome, no doubt. But we want to thank everybody for listening to this episode of the Geek Solid Podcast featuring Benni the Butcher. Yo, we want to know.
Never gonna
put down in the comments what's your favorite voice actor. I want to know who your favorite voice actor is. Also,
Bree
click
Summer
that.
and Phil Lamar. If y'all got
That was
Phil Lamar.
easy.
That's my dude right there.
They up there. Man. That's top three.
Yeah,
man.
Hermes.
For sure.
John Stewart.
And Cree Summers, man. Well, anyway, click that subscribe button, click the bell icon, all that good stuff, man. Again, thank you, Benni, for being on the show. Don't forget to catch our Instagram live show that we're doing every Friday. Sometimes Thursday and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Instagram. Until next time, good people.
I'm on the come up, jump up, I pick my gun up. Joe Jackson with trap.